Hey, hi, this is the day 5's question 1. Uh, let's read the description here. Now you need to add relevant functions to your login page to remember who logged in user is, who the logged in user is. In this case, first you had to create a following sign-in page. This page you had to create a design like this. Now you have to develop the following scenario. If client check remember me and log in successfully, client should be able to remember who the logged in user is, and after logging out, the client should redirect to the index.php page. The client click the sign in button. The relevant email address and the password should be set to the appropriate locations on the sign in page, like this. So how can we do that? In here you can see I have started the session in the sign-in page before writing PHTML, and I had checked if there is any sessions found. If you go to the home, it will call the home function. The home function basically redirects to the home.php. So this is the home page. So right before you can see here, uh, so right before you can see here, uh, there is a div. Inside this div I have inserted my input values, uh, password and the email, and those passwords and the email has IDs E and P, capital E and P, and those values will be carried using JavaScript to the to the whole to the store.php. In here EPC. C is basically remember me, the sign, the check. Here you can see the checkbox, the ID of CID with CD, and this CD will carry, if the CD is true, if the CD is checked, it will carry the checkbox with the string called checked here. So in store.php you can see here I have created, so to store those values I have created different variables, PHP variables. Also there is a time capturing uh, and variable, and also this is sanitization email function. After that we check the password is empty or not, and it will check the email is empty or not. Also it will check the email is valid or not. After that we will go to the database, and here I have wrote a search query to find the match, and in here the email and the password must match at the same time, and we have executed the query, and when we executed a search query we will get a result set, and I stored the result set as a result set variable. And here I had checked number of rows, and if the number of rows is equal to 1, of course there will be only one row. There cannot be more than one row. So if I check if there any rows with if there any rows found, any, it means if any one row found, if the row is equal to the number of row is equal to 1, it will say success. And after that uh, I have created cookies. uh, you can see the cookie variable. I mean I have stored the email and the password as cookie email and cookie password, and here I have created a session, and this session will carry the entire row of that user. And if the remember me is checked, you can see here, if the remember me is checked, it means that if we checked the checkbox, it will create cookies. It will create two cookies called E and P, and the E will carry the cookie mail of the current user, and the cookie will last long to from the current time to after 5 minutes. It will last long 5 minutes from the current time where when the users are logged in. Also, the password also will be carried, and it will the cookie will be available from the current uh, available till 5 minutes from the current time. So if you go to the after that, you can see here, if the text is equal to success, we will go to the home page. In home page, I have started the session, so the session will carry the whole user's whole details in a one row. um, so it will say if there any session found, it will say if there any cookies found, it will basically echo the cookie E. It means it will echo the email of the user. And if there any session found, it will go to the HTML site. It will do the HTML codes in here. There's nothing in here, just the on click sign out button. And also here you can see here I have used if statement in here. If there any cookies found, if there not any, there are two cookies, email and password. If both cookies founded, uh, it will store the cookies as P and E, and those P and E will be stored and as a value in those input fields. The cookie E will be stored as an email value, and the cookie P will be stored as a password value. It will only works if there any cookies, if those cookies found. But for that you have to click the uh, you have to check the remember me function. If you don't check any, if you didn't check the remember me function, it will basically do the same, or there won't be any values will be inserted to the input fields. So let me demonstrate the whole question. Here you can see, I want to say I want to give an email and paste the password here. I'm going to say remember me and click set through success. Now I have the password, I have my detail, my email. If I click sign up, it says out. Now I have my details already entered, because it says those values are stored in a cookie, so I don't have to remember I don't have to re-input my uh, insert my values again and again because there are cookies in the browser. uh, from the cookies are given from the server side to the browser. So you can see if I even I uh, reload, it won't go away. But after 5 minutes, from now on, uh, 5 minutes, this will be this won't be appear. But here, uh, here you can see if I don't give the remember me, say false, it is success, and we will go to the index home. We will go to the home page, but we cannot see our details. If I used cookies to see the details, but we can do it with the session. But if I after that, if I click the sign out button, say S out, right here you cannot see your details. But if I click the remember me function, now I have my details because of the cookie. But if I click sign out, I have my details inside those value fields, input fields. So I'm gonna sign in again. Now I'm gonna delete my sessions and cookies also. Now you cannot go back to you cannot stay in the sign out page, and you cannot there won't be any cookies because you have destroyed all of them. So you have to do it again from the very beginning. So yeah, that's all for the question 1. Let's move on to the question 2.